Hello again. I'm Senator Judy Warnick from the 13th District, and I want to introduce you to some folks that help my office keep running smoothly. And this is kind of what we call the bullpen, where all the action happens. So my assistant, Kyle Lynch, legislative assistant, has been with me the entire time I've been in the legislature. This year I have Sergio Madrid. He is my intern. He is also a student at Central Washington University. And I have Hannah Castro, who is my session aide. And she is also from Moses Lake and going to school part-time while she's working for us full-time. So we're keeping everything humming very well. And so anytime you call, you send letters, or I need help with figuring out what a bill is all about, these folks are who are helping me. So wanted to let you know who my staff is. Passing my first bill was a lot of fun. It was an important bill, I feel, because it dealt with fishing guides who break the law, basically, by purchasing fishing licenses for their customers and using them over and over. And it causes a loss of revenue for our Department of Fish and Wildlife to the tune of $10,000 in one case, $10,000. But that wasn't the most fun. Every senator who gives their first speech is roasted afterwards. And one senator stood up after I introduced my bill and they said, 4-H clubs won't be able to purchase fishing licenses anymore or go on guided fishing trips. So it was a fun roast afterwards. I gave gifts. That's another tradition. I gave a scarf from Central Washington University, a lolly hop. It was a sucker made out of hops from the Yakima area, a plaque saying that Lincoln County is king, wheat is king in Lincoln County, and in Grant County we had a bottle of honey from one of our producers. So it was a lot of fun day. Yeah, being in the 6th week of session, it just seems almost impossible. But right now, I'm working on the e-cigarette bill, continuing to work on that. My bill simply makes it illegal for youth under the age of 18 to possess or buy e-cigarettes. Now, the governor had a big press conference about his attempt to regulate e-cigarettes, which was all well and good, but then he added a tax to it. And I think that right now we need to just focus on regulating the e-cigarettes so that youth cannot have them. This morning I had a bill in the Ag Committee, and it dealt with looking at out-of-kind mitigation for in-stream flows, specifically for the Skagit area. We've heard so many bills this year. There are so many problems up there in that area for people and for businesses who would like to get water, who are not assured that they'll get water. And so this bill would require the Department of Ecology to look at what the menu of options are for out-of-kind mitigation. Well, this week I'm going to finish up what we talked about this week, because Friday is cutoff. And so any bills in a policy committee that don't make it out of that committee are dead for the session. And next week we will be spending hours and hours on the floor of the Senate addressing the bills that did come out of committee. So I have a few that have come out of committee, and I'm hoping some more of my bills will make it to the floor of the Senate.